First of all, I would like to discuss today the revolt of 1857. Okay? This is your first topic, revolt of 1857. This topic could be divided into two parts. One is a general debate on the revolt of 1857, and second would be its impact on Bihar, especially regarding the role of Babu Kunwar Singh. Okay? So let us discuss first, how did this revolt come to emerge? Okay? Let us take some basic points, like number one, its time. First, its time. Then after, its place. Then after, the revolt by whom? By whom? And the revolt against whom? Against whom? Then after, its basic objective. Then the background of revolt. And that would be number one, immediate. Number two, long term. Then, the reason for the failure of this revolt. Then after, its impact, then its nature, and some question based on this topic. Okay? It means we have to discuss all the basic points of this revolt to create insight about the reason behind the revolt. These are merely basic points. Its time, its place, by whom, against whom, its basic objective. But this would help you to create a story about the revolt of 1857. Right? Let us see first its time. Can you tell me its time? Anyone? Exactly. Now listen me. This is 29th March, 1857. Place Barakpur. First flame of this revolt. And then after, 10th May, 1857, Meerut, by the same British regiment, by the same British army. And that was 34th Native infantry of Bengal regiment of British Army. Okay. On this date, 29th March 1857, Mangal Pandey, a Brahmin Sipahi of Balia, Uttar Pradesh, he was the first rebel who raised the banner of revolt against British Empire. But he was hanged to death. This man also killed his officer when he was opposing the use of new bullet supplied by the British Empire government. This man was hanged to death. But this was not the end of this revolt. Once again, on 10th May 1857, the same regiment once again raised the banner of revolt against British Empire. And thereby, it set the whole British Empire ablaze in India. Ablaze in India. Then British Governor General of India, Lord Canning said, we have to reconquer India. We have to reconquer India. Means such a devastating impact unleashed by the revolt of 1857. So, the first thing is two dates. Number one, 29th March 1857, and then 10th May 1857. This is the first basic question. Second, the place I told you, one was Barakpur and then Meerut in Uttar Pradesh, two places. Number three, revolt by whom? Yes, can you tell me? Revolt by whom? This is not complete answer. Though revolt was raised by British Sepoy, but in course of time, it became civil uprising in India. Civil uprising in India. Because in this revolt, not only Sepoy, but some rulers, some zamindars, and some people, I mean peasants, they also took part in this revolt against British Empire. So it was started by Sepoy. In course of time, it became civil uprising against British Empire. So we have to say, though it was started by Sepoy, in course of time, it became a mass revolt against British Empire. Is it correct? It was not only confined to Sepoy. Even all Sepoy did not take part in this revolt. Bengal regiment revolted, but Bombay, Madras remained silent. Even some Sepoy of Bengal regiment, they also took part in this revolt, but some of them just supported British Empire to suppress the revolt. So it was not merely a Sepoy mutiny. It was more than Sepoy mutiny, and that's why American historians said it was more than Sepoy mutiny, but much less than a war of independence. Right? It was a colonial mentality to undermine the importance of this revolt by saying that it was a Sepoy mutiny. In fact, it was more than Sepoy mutiny. Right? Next, revolt against whom? It was not only against British Empire, but also against those machinery used by British Empire to subjugate, subject, and exploit Indian people. I mean British Empire, its administration, zamindars, money lenders, merchants, etc. All these were creation of British Empire to subject Indian people for exploitation. So it was a revolt against all those machinery which were against Indian people used by the British government. It's okay? Next. The objective of this revolt. What was the objective of this revolt? Yes, tell me. This is an issue of debate. We cannot say that it was a war of independence. Because in this respect, we have many opinions given by many historians. Some says it was a war of independence. Some says it was a Sepoy mutiny. Some says it was a clash of civilization, barbarism. Some says it seems to be a conspiracy of Hindu or Muslim against British Empire. Some says it seems to be a clash of Oriental and Occidental. Some says it seems to be a war of black and whites. It means this question demands deep study research. But despite all the limitations, we have no second thought in this fact. This war was designed by the Indian people to get emancipation from the clutches of British Empire. They had no goal, no objective like American Revolution, because in India there was no Rousseau, no Montesquieu, no Benjamin Franklin. Despite some limitations, we have no exception in this reality that it was a war of independence because some people really wanted to get free from British Empire and bring back the same system that was once lost by them. Still today we have accepted this view. Despite some limitations, despite some diversity about the nature of this revolt. Ibn Majumdar says, what might have been its nature? It soon became a symbol of Indian nationalism. Though he refuted the claim of this revolt to be nationalist. But this man also accepted. S.N. Sen also accepted. It was not national revolt. Still it was a war of independence without nationality. So this is an issue of debate among the historians, but still we can say that the main goal of this revolt was to free India from the clutches of British slavery, British rule, despite some limitations. Is it correct? You may write this one by one. Write down, first point. We have to do two things. Number one, first discussion and then write. Okay? Right. Its time and place. Time and place of revolt of 1857. Right. First point. On 29th March 1857, a British Indian sepoy, Mangal Pandey from Uttar Pradesh, raised a banner of revolt against British Empire. By rejecting a new bullet given by British government. To use in Enfield rifle, see on the board. Enfield rifle. He also killed his officer. As a result, he was hanged to death. But it was only a flame of fire. Not the end of opposition of Indian people. To the existing British government. Next. On 10th May 1857, On 10th May 1857, again, Indian Sepoy of native infantry of Bengal Regiment opposed the British government at Meerut. And then after, this revolt came to a spread. In Delhi region, in some parts of Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and Western Bihar, and the Western Bihar. And thereby, it became a first event. Which set the whole British Empire. It became the first event which set British Empire ablaze. So that Lord Canning, see on the board, Lord Canning, the British Governor General said, we have to reconquer India. Okay. Next. Revolt against whom and revolt by whom? Revolt by whom and revolt against whom? Right. The revolt of 1857 was led by Indian Sepoy. Against British government. That was a symbol of subjugation. Subjection, exploitation, and racialism. That was a symbol of subjugation, subjection, exploitation, and racialism. This revolt was led by Sepoy in the beginning. But they also got support of some Indian rulers, some zamindars, peasants, and a class of social and religious people. Against the British government, and its machinery like zamindars, moneylenders, merchants, etc. Next. I think speed is not so rapid. बहुत ज़्यादा स्पीड है क्या? वो कम हो जाएगा, ठीक है. मेरा अपना थोड़ा तरीका है अलग अलग, ठीक है. राइट. नेक्स्ट. The basic objective. The basic objective. Historians are not unanimous. Historians are not unanimous. Historians are not unanimous about the nature of revolt of 1857. Historians are not unanimous about the nature of revolt of 1857. But with some limitations, it can be said that it was certainly a war against subjection. It was certainly a war against subjection. And to get emancipation from the British Empire, though unfortunately they failed to get it. This is all about its objective. Now let us see the background of revolt of 1857. Okay. Means the basic causes, the basic elements, listen, which became instrumental to bring this revolt against British Empire. Disraeli says, he was a British PM in course of time when India was ruled by British Viceroy Lord Lytton. This man was British PM during 1878 and 80. Okay. This man said in House of Commons, British Parliament, he said that the great empire never fall only because of grease cartridge, charbi wale kartoos. The causes seems to be deeper. If you want to ensure the British Empire in India for a long time, sit together and explore the reason behind the occurrence of this revolt against British Empire. Because it was certainly not a sepoy mutiny, as you say, Sile. It means we have to find out the basic reason which collectively became instrumental to bring this revolt against British Empire after a long time of 100 years since June 1757, the Battle of Plassey. Without touching all those elements, we can't create a rational, a reasonable story about the reason of this revolt. So we have to find its political policies, its administrative policy, military, judicial system, economy, society, culture, religion, and then only we can create the reason why did this revolt come to emerge. So let us see one by one. The background of (1857). This could be divided into immediate background. Number two, the long-term background. The long-term background. The issue of Greece Carthage was the immediate background of this revolt. Okay. When some British Sepoy, listen me, when some British Sepoy opposed the use of this cartridge, this bullet, in British rifle, Enfield rifle, saying that it seems to be made of the fat of pig and cow. It was said by some people. The cap of this bullet was said to be a mixture of the fat of pig and cow. It was said by someone. And that's why this revolt came to emerge against British Empire led by the British Sepoy. A basic question is, if it was a Sepoy mutiny, Sepoy revolt, then why did Sepoy just make Jafar the leader of this revolt? First question. In fact, it was a Sepoy mutiny. Then a Sepoy was supposed to be their leader, not the Bahadur Shah Jafar. First thing. Second, if it was a Sepoy mutiny, then why did Sepoy get support of peasants, rulers, zamindars, and some social people? It means it was more than Sepoy mutiny. It was the beginning, which was led by Sepoy. But once this revolt came to emerge, it became mass revolt against British Empire. It means Sepoy resentment was a kind of what? A flame, a spark that set the whole mighty British Empire ablaze in India. It means we have to find its basic reason not here. But number one, the political condition. Number two, the administrative system. Number three, the judicial system. Number four, the military system. Number five, the economic system. Number six, social plus religious plus cultural condition. Cultural condition. The basic elements of revolt were hidden, not here, but in this background. In this background. And that's why once this revolt came to emerge, it got support of so many people. It became mass revolt against British Empire. So let us examine one by one the political condition of revolt of 1857. Correct? Write down first point. The heading should be the background of revolt of 1857. Right? Write first. Yes. The background of revolt of 1857 could be classified into two parts. One, immediate background. Number two, the long-term background. Now, change the para. The immediate background of this revolt was the issue of Greece Carthage. See on the board. Greece Carthage. The issue of Greece Carthage. Greased Carthage. Given by British government to the Indian soldiers, to the Indian soldiers. It was said that this grease cartridge was made of the fat of cow and pig. Fat of the cow and pig. And so British government made an effort to deprive Indian people, to deprive Indian soldiers from their religion. And that's why Indian Sepoy revolted. And that's why Indian Sepoy revolted against British government. And that's why Indian Sepoy revolted against British government. So, Lawrence and Seeley. Lawrence and Seeley said, it seems to be a Sepoy mutiny. It seems to be a Sepoy mutiny. My dear, this should be in single inverted comma. Okay, it seems to be a Sepoy mutiny. Change the para. A basic question is, right? A basic question is, if it was a Sepoy mutiny, right? If it was a Sepoy mutiny, then why did some zamindars of India, some rulers, peasants, and a class of Indian social and religious people took part in this revolt. It means the basic causes were more than a Sepoy mutiny, more than a region of Sepoy mutiny. It means the basic causes were more than a region of Sepoy mutiny. For example, for example, first political condition. For example, first political condition. Right. Since the Battle of Plassey, yes, in June 1757, till 1849, the British government subjugated almost the whole part of India, almost the whole regions of India, whole parts of India, by using many policies, like war, conspiracy, conspiracy, ring of fence, subsidiary alliance, and doctrine of lapse, as well as the allegation of misgovernance, Awadh, misgovernance. I said, by using many policies, war, policy, Buxar, conspiracy, policy, and this is Buxar, ring of fence, subsidiary alliance, doctrine of lapse, and the allegation of misgovernance. So Indian people were opposed to British government. So Indian people were opposed to British government. Because they had lost their lands. They had lost their lands and kingdoms. Okay. Change the para. The British government also replaced the Indian administrative system. The Indian administrative system and introduced a new system, a new European system in the name of rationalism, humanism, etc. But this new system was racial in character. And also exploitative. So this was also a basic reason. For the revolt of 1857. Change the para. The British government also introduced a new judicial system. By replacing the Panchayati system of India. The British government also introduced a new judicial system by replacing the Panchayati system of India. But it was also expensive. Expensive as well as exploitative. It was also expensive as well as exploitative. And therefore, Indian people were also opposed to this system. Similarly, there were also some reason behind this revolt, because Indian Sepoy were also opposed to also opposed to British government on account of disparity in military system.